So we start today. This is Patrick Mooney at PM Insights. We have to kind of start today at a somber note. Just upsets me that this is the third time in 18 months we've had to do this for Paris and Belgium. Paris, there was a attack on Bastille Day. I think it's 84 people have passed. I think they said that 30 of them were children under the age of 5. What kind of sick motherfucker does this shit? 84 people, and then another so many injured. We have to send I send my condolences. I send my prayers, my thoughts to the victims, to their loved ones, to their families, and to France. Let's pray that we can stop this madness. Like I say, third time in 18 months. And then now, over in Turkey, we're having a coup. They had a coup yesterday. Coup d'etat. Supposedly, I heard that I did a little research on this. They supposedly they do have a coup every decade or so, but usually the ambassador of Turkey is aware, our ambassador from Turkey is aware of it and lets us know. And usually it's the entire military. But this time it was only a portion of the military, and you can't win a coup without the whole military. I guess the reason they're having a problem is the president, who was prime minister and now he's president, is leaning too much to the Islamic. They haven't really come out and said it yet, but he's leaning to the ultra-Islamic, to the right of the Islamic. And yesterday I heard that today was the day they were supposed to have their reviews, and the president goes through and he says who gets to keep their jobs, who stays as a colonel, a general, and blah, 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 blah. But these people didn't want that to happen. They wanted to make sure they kept their jobs, and they tried a coup. And there's like 700 people, 700 some people have been arrested, 1,500 people have been detained, including a general and a colonel or two. It's not good. We have a base there, and we have soldiers there, and we have nuclear bombs. And now they don't want to allow us access to our base or anything until we extradite this guy from Pennsylvania. But yeah, he's, so him and the president of Turkey, president of Turkey, have had a falling out and disagreement, so let's just pray that we can resolve this too. This can be taken care of. This is just, the world is so crazy. I mean, I don't know. It's sad. I just pray that, things will work out. So get us through this dark time. So politically, another thing, the way the world is so screwed up right now, we don't need it. And I'm sorry, I have to go there again. I'm not going to let up until this is done. We can't have a Donald Trump as our president. This man he doesn't know, having a clue what he's doing as far as foreign policy. He didn't know what Brexit was. He didn't know who the Kurds were. So on the night of, because he was supposed to pick his he did. He announced his vice presidential running mate Saturday, and he was supposed to, but I think Friday he got a little jittery because, everyone was announcing that, Trump's going to pick, Michael Pence. Now you might ask, who's Michael Pence? Well, we'll get to that in a minute. So he made an announcement, and this is, he used the horrible tragedy. He used the horrible tragedy in Nice on Bastille Day. he tweeted this. This is how uncaring, how unsympathetic, how shallow, how ignorant this buffoon is. In light of the horrible attack in Nice, France, I have postponed tomorrow's news conference concerning my vice presidential announcement. Once again, trying to get out of something he doesn't want to have to. He wants everything to be his way because he got a little jittery because they announced that he was going to pick Michael Pence, and people were they weren't reacting the way that he wanted them to react to Michael Pence being his running mate. So he got a little jittery, and so he's using this, for a reason to procrastinate. But he ended up choosing him anyway. And now, before we get to our mystery VP, Donald Trump also tweeted this that evening. Another horrific attack. This time in Nice, France. Many dead and injured. When will we learn it's only getting worse? Now, the gentleman that's running, I use that word very loosely, as a baboon or a buffoon. I'm sorry, I use that word loosely too. As a buffoon running for the highest office in this country and one of the most powerful offices in the world, not one condolence. Not one, our hearts are with you, good luck, we're behind you. Not one single any kind of condolence. Just about him. When will we learn? It's like, once again, his, I told you so thing. So, all right. So he picked Michael Pence as his vice presidential candidate. Michael Pence is from Indiana. He was I believe a 12-year congressman prior to being governor of Indiana. He had a DJ show. He had a radio show. He was a DJ on a radio show. A DJ show. Okay. And then he became governor of Indiana. The great state of Indiana. The great state. Love it. I used to work there. It is a beautiful state. So he's ultra conservative. Ultra conservative. He's a born again Christian. He's an evangelical. But then what, Trump? You couldn't secure enough of the white vote in Indiana. You wanted to make you locked in that entire white vote in Indiana by picking Michael Pence. Former Catholic, now he's evangelical, born again Christian, and he signed one of the most restrictive abortion laws in the country. Governor Pence signed a bill that forbids abortion on the basis of fetal chromosomal abnormalities, including Down syndrome, among other factors. Now, quick note, my oldest brother Freddie had Down syndrome. My parents would have never thought of ever, and I would never have either too. He was a wonderful part of our life, and we would have missed so much if he hadn't been part of our life. So I'm not saying that I'm condoning, you know what I mean? I have my, but when you have, okay, requiring any aborted or miscarried fetus to be cremated or buried. And it placed onerous restrictions. I hope I said that right. Onerous, I think. I don't know. If it's not right, I'll cut it out. It placed onerous restrictions on abortion providers nearly identical to those the Supreme Court recently found unconstitutional in Texas. So he had to switch. He had to kind of go back on that too. He signed a bill that made it okay for businesses to deny service to LGBT people based on their freedom of religion. This aggravates me so much. Your freedom of religion. What about my freedom of religion? And because you don't believe that gay, that's fine. I'll go to the baker. Just tell me. I don't need your business. Then screw you. Um, but he pushed that through. Then he had to bring it back. Um, he was forced to backlash against the law was swift and intense. Pence was forced to quickly sign a bill amending the legislation, which the governor claimed which had been subject to mischaracterizations. So let's blame it on that. You couldn't be as prejudiced as you wanted to be, because now you're opening the door. Now it's like, okay, a person walk into my store and here's a black and a white couple. Oh no, I can't photograph a black and white couple. No, I can't do that. I don't believe in that's against my religion. Now you just open the door for all kinds of discrimination, all kinds of prejudice. I'm sorry, you do allow this with the gay community, the LGBT community. I mean, there's still something a little bit up in there that that's discriminated against, and we're discriminated against, and but then it's like, what's next? So, and then he tried to block resettlement of the Syrian refugees in Indiana. He knocked heads with the Catholic diocese in Indiana, and then he tried to take away the benefits that the immigrants from Syria had already been receiving. But that didn't fly. He's also, he's against anything progressive. It's like, people, just for church, take church on Sunday whenever you go. That's fine, but don't bring it into our life. Don't bring it into the government. Okay, don't make your decisions based on what your spiritual beliefs are. Excuse me. Now that's live TV. Okay, boom, phone rings. It's. The studio is alive. The studio's popping, full of news coming in constant. That was, AP. No, it was Angelo. He's on his way home from work. So yeah, he did do that. He extended Medicaid, which is, for an ultra-Orthodox conservative to do that. He did do that. He spoke out against Trump's immigration thing, but now he's like jumping back on the bandwagon, it seems like. But he's done a few good things. But mostly he's. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The Koch brothers like him. Okay, that's not good. So anyway, that's what that's about. And like I say, we send our deepest condolences to France once again, and to Turkey, and let's just hope we can let's give peace a chance. All right, God bless everyone. See you around like a donut.